Everyone, it's Ben at Boring Crypto, lead educator at Lumenswap. It gives me great pleasure to bring another video to the community. There has been a little lag in my videos, and that's purely because I've been away enjoying myself. So here I am, back in the main seat, in the hot seat of educating you, the community, on the Lumenswap protocol and how you can navigate it with the least amount of friction. My job is to simplify every single thing as if we're all Johnny aged 3. Yeah, if Johnny age 3 can understand it, we can all understand it, right? We need to kind of demystify crypto, demystify Stellar, blockchain tech, and all of that kind of thing, and introduce more people around the world to it so that it can help them and it can be more inclusive. One of our goals at Lumenswap. So what I'm going to do is, there's been lots of updates since I've been away. I'm going to break these down into several videos. And the first one of these videos is going to be talking about the roadmap. I think it's important that we now identify there are 9 stepping stones. Yeah, 9 stepping stones to Lumenswap heaven. That is where we are going to be freestanding, and we are going to have the majority of our features in place. Very, very exciting. And to tell you that these features will be over the next 12 months is even more exciting. So I'm going to break these down and we're going to have a look at them, but there'll also be videos centered around each one of these, okay? Because each one of these needs to be explained at a deeper level as well. This is just a high level overview, then we will go more granular and have a deep dive, okay? So the first milestone was way before I arrived on the scene. It was just redesigning the swap section. Lumenswap comes from humble beginnings. It started as a simple solution allowing users to swap various assets and gradually grew to its current state. We've already reached 4 milestones. The first one involved redesigning and modifying the swap capabilities as the basis of our platform at the time. We needed to offer the best client for swapping assets. And if we just go and take a look over here at the swap, you will see it's super clean. It's very, very clean. It's a little bit like Uniswap, obviously, in its presentation. We connect to wallet and we can swap assets that are on the Stellar ledger. Very, very simple. We will be adding a variety of assets. People ask the question, when will you be adding this token? When will you be adding this token as official tokens on the platform? We'll be adding many as we go forward. We're talking with various teams at the moment. We want them to be legitimate projects. We want them to be building with the same philosophies as ourselves. It's not just a case of let's just add this. We need to make sure that they are traveling the same path in the same direction, because, of course, we're about unifying projects on the Stellar network and not having the kind of conflicting ideas or that kind of warring factions and tribes that you do get on other networks. We want to be making sure we work with real, legit, genuine projects. Okay, so back to the roadmap. That was the first one, just redesigning that. The second milestone, designing and integrating the spot section. If we go back across here, we can click onto the spot. Here we go. What we've seen is we've got the order book and we're able to place limit orders, okay, in the spot section, depending on which one you prefer to use. You can obtain assets either way, with the swap or with the spot. And as I said, I will deep dive those for you to explain exactly how to do that a little bit later on. Yeah, that will come later. So, third milestone, introducing the LSP asset. This is just about 3 weeks or more from time of recording this video at the end of August. Since we saw the introduction of the LSP asset, and that was just an incredible auction. I've been in crypto for quite a number of years, and I've never seen anything so brilliant. It's simple and brilliant. Yeah, may have been around for a good amount of time, these type of auctions, but I haven't stumbled on the ease and simplicity of these auctions and how fair it was. You know, lots of people got confused in the process, but it was extremely fair. The price began at 0.0002 XLM for an LSP token. And then you could put in a bid above that, either that price 0.002 or above, and there were a certain amount of tokens. Now, if you use your analytical brain, your maths brain, you could work out if there was 120 million tokens, you could work out where the bids were and what the current price was likely to be. Some people were a little disappointed they put their bids in at 0.002 and they didn't actually get in on the auction. That's because there were a lot higher bids and all of the tokens were sold at a higher price, and the actual lowest price for the auction was 0.00056. So as you can see, almost 3 times the starting price of the auction was the lowest price people could get their LSP in at. And of course, at this stage, some people don't want to pay, 200+% extra on the bottom price of the auction. But much like a house in an English style auction, there may be a guide price, but the guide price and the finishing price are often very, very different. So you pay according to what you feel the token's future value is worth. And now we found it went many, many X's out of the gates, and it's currently trading well above the final auction price. Okay, so that was a really, really great milestone. And one of the things that is going to happen, which I'm going to come on to, is we are going to be sharing that process with other projects, but we'll come on to that. So that was done in the Q2, and that was at the end of July. So that was a little behind schedule. Yeah, this one was just a few weeks behind schedule. And then we've launched the Lumenswap Academy, which is to help people to navigate what Lumenswap's about, what Stellar's about, blockchain technology. And we've got some great articles already. So within the documents, if we go back onto the documents, you can see that we can click onto the Academy. And then the Academy's here, and we can find all of the documents, that you... we can click onto the Academy, and then you can find the documents that we've got. So what is Stellar, what is blockchain? And these are designed for base level knowledge. So we're here to help you understand not just Lumenswap, but we're here to help you understand blockchain, our native network, that's Stellar. AMMs will be coming in the future, lending clients, assets, swapping, spot trading, all sorts of different things that we'll have for you in the future. So that's all very, very exciting. And then we move on, and this is right where we are now. We're developing those once a month. There will be a new Academy document produced for you. So that's our commitment to you, the community, and I will be also helping in these videos and wherever I can in educating you, answering questions, etc. The 5th milestone is adding market and wallet features to OMB Market. The description here is in the 5th milestone to fulfill our slogan, sex experience and DEX security, so central exchange experience and decentralized exchange security. We aim to add wallet and market features. What this is going to do is this is going to allow us to have a decentralized wallet that then will interact with our swap and our spot, keeping everything in-house, keeping the security in-house, keeping it decentralized. So it will allow us to manage our assets and send them to different addresses on the Stellar network, which is fabulous. So you can send from centralized exchanges straight into your Lumenswap wallet, from your Lumenswap wallet to decentralized exchanges or to centralized exchanges, or indeed to other addresses. It doesn't matter whether it's a friend, family, etc. Brilliant, brilliant. This was something I was very, very excited about. And again, this is being built out as I speak. The market feature displays statistics about the assets listed on Lumenswap and the assets with significant volume on the network. So we're going to be able to delve into the analytics of those assets that we do partner with, that we do list. You're going to be able to see the volume, you're going to be able to see the prices, you're going to be able to see the history of those, you're going to be able to see charting through the spot, all sorts of different tools that you're going to be able to make decisions on whether you get involved, whether you sell, whether you buy in, dollar cost average, whatever you want to do, we're going to give you the tools for that. And that's being built right now. That's number 5. The 6th one is dependent on the voting from the validators on the Stellar Ledger, which is Protocol 18, and that should be coming sometime in Q4. So we're looking October, November, December time. And we are going to be building and integrating an automated market maker. Yeah, this will then bring liquidity in to the Stellar network. And this is been a big problem. Of course, all of these different projects that are popping up, they've all inherently got the ability to trade different assets, okay, because that's just a native functionality of Stellar. But liquidity is a big issue. There's no good trying to buy 100,000 XLM on some project that hasn't got the liquidity to be able to execute on that. With the automated market makers, when we're going to bootstrap the liquidity through crowd-funded liquidity, meaning that you and I and the likes of the community can go and put our assets into liquidity pools, and we can get a return on those. We can get a yield. It's called yield farming. So we can get a yield on that. And that's been massive if we look at the likes of Uniswap, if we look at the likes of PancakeSwap, if we look at Curve Finance, if we look at, all of these different DeFi platforms, right? We can see that there's been hundreds of millions and billions locked, total value locked, TVL locked into these protocols because people want to get a return on their crypto. And we are going to be seeing this when this is passed in Q4. It's going to be another leg on this spider's body, which is Lumenswap Spider. Yeah, the Lumenswap Spider is going to have all of these different legs added to it to complete this crazy creature that's going to be Lumenswap, right? Next one, 7th. Designing and implementing the auction platform. At the start of this video, I talked to you about how good the auction was for me. It was very clean, it was very fair, and it went over a good period of time so we didn't have to miss out. So this is the most ambitious client, the auction client, will be implemented in the 7th milestone. An ecosystem that does not allow users to invest their assets and gain profits, so no chance of attracting sufficient liquidity and creating a dynamic community. Well, we've touched on that with the automated market makers, right? But now we're going to the next level, which is introducing other projects. So to our community, we will be introducing projects, and we will be allowing, right, project managers and developers to come to Lumenswap to use the auction system that we've already proved works and that our community love, and they can launch their token. So we're going to be like an incubator, something that's very exciting, especially as we are going to be so new with only Protocol 18 in October, November time to DeFi, these new DeFi projects popping up that haven't got an idea about how to do their TGEs or their token generation events can use us for that, and we have experience in that area. So these are transparent and fair, as it says here. We will initially support the Dutch and English models of auction. And again, I will drill into this for you so that you will fully understand. The 8th milestone, remember this is still Q4 2021. So this is in the next 4 months that you're going to be seeing these things start to be added into Lumenswap. The 8th is designing and implementing the bridge between Stellar and other blockchains. There is a reason that we can see, it doesn't say here, but it does in other documents, that we're going to be using the bridge to Binance Smart Chain and ETH. Now, Binance Smart Chain and ETH has huge TVL locked in its DeFi platforms like Aave, for example. We're looking at over 65 billion, approaching 70 billion at time of recording, locked there. We're also looking at about 30 billion or thereabouts locked in the Binance Smart Chain protocols. So all in all, that's well over 90 billion. Yeah, well over 90 billion in those two alone. So we are going to bridge to help people come from those networks to Stellar. Stellar's super cheap. It's super quick. Yeah, about 3 to 5 seconds finality. Operations cost just 100 stroops, so fractions of or thousandths of a cent. And of course, it's built for financial transactions. So everything goes hand in hand, and it's going to drive liquidity, because as soon as we put a bridge in, then people are going to be able to swap their assets straight into Stellar and start using our different products here at Lumenswap and of course other places. And finally, the 9th milestone, which is also going to be in 2022, in the early part, is going to be designing and implementing a lending protocol. Final piece of the puzzle. This will make Lumenswap a complete DeFi platform to implement the lending protocol. Protocol will be built on the Pendulum network, will act as a marketplace for lending, similar to Compound. Yeah, these huge. We've got Kyber network, we've got Compound, we've got Curve, we've got Balancer. You know, we've got so many of these that are over on like ETH, and we've got them that are popping up now on Polygon. We've got, you know, Aave, as I said, that have now said that they're going to be launching on Avalanche. So we're seeing this huge growth of DeFi and lending and borrowing. And this lending and borrowing now is reimagining the current financial system that we're all so used to. I mean, you know, loans that pay themselves, uncollateralized loans, all sorts, I mean, crazy APRs of 10 to 20% returns, you know, on your stable coins. All of this stuff is going to be coming right here. So hopefully now this video has given you an insight into why I'm so excited. If we look today and we say to ourselves, if we just go down for 1 second, and we have a look at, we're looking at about 8 cents, yeah, give or take 8 cents today on the price of LSP against USDC. Ballpark figure. 8 cents, think about it. Anyone that's been in crypto for any length of time, that's studied DeFi for any length of time, where you have a fixed supply token, yeah, not just a mint to oblivion, a fixed supply, 1 billion token fixed supply, at 8 cents, bring in every milestone that I have just spoken about to you in the next 12 months. Anyone that has any experience will say to you, this stands a very, very real possibility of seeing some tremendous price appreciation. Of course, there are the timely developments we need, the growth of the community, the marketing, the education, and all of the integral parts of the jigsaw to also be completed. But if they are done, and so far they have been done and completed, so we have no reason to think they won't be. If they are done, we're going to see a considerable price. There is no better time than now to be joining the Lumenswap party. It's an incredible journey over the next 12 months. It's super exciting because on top of this as well, we are heading towards a DAO-like protocol, so that the community will drive the project. At the end of this 9th milestone, that's not on here at the moment, the community will drive the project. So it'll be a decentralized autonomous organization where the governance is done through a voting mechanism, and you drive. So whatever you want to see incorporated, you will have a voice. It's not like it's a centralized project, which it will be initially, in terms of the team, but then that team will hand over and then we will be decentralized, and this will then be all of ours to enjoy. So I hope that that's been enlightening for you, and I look forward to joining you in the next video where I will be breaking down some of the rewards over a longer period of time and how you can maximize the returns on those rewards. Take care. Cheerio.